So the first thing you need to do is install Docker, right? A container on your system through which you can containerize your applications, and then you can do the container orchestration through the container orchestration tool like Kubernetes. Okay, so when you will type install Docker in the search box of Google, it will throw you on a page where right on the top you will see a link through which you can get yourself redirected to a page where you can use install on Windows hyperlink to check the various commands you can use for installing Docker on your device. Now these are the commands which you can use. So this is the first one you need to fire in your command prompt. Then the second one is this start process Docker desktop installer, and then the third command is this. So once you're done with firing these three commands in your device, in your command prompt, the Docker will get installed on your device, and then you can create groups using this command. Now once Docker is installed on your device, for opening Docker you can simply type Docker in the search box, and it will show you an icon or the option for opening Docker desktop like this in the all programs menu. So this is what my home page of Docker looks like, because I've already used it for creating some services. That's why you're able to see uh, you know some containers over here. So this is the one on which my Kubernetes is right now running, and I have used Minikube for installing Kubernetes. Now, what are the different steps you need to follow for deploying Kubernetes or for installing Kubernetes on your device through Docker? Let's talk about it. So once Docker gets installed on your device, you need to come back on Google, and here you can type install Kubectl. Okay, I hope you guys know about Kubectl. If not, then I would request you to study about Kube API servers and Kubernetes servers more. So install Kubectl on Windows is the one on which you have to click, and it will throw you on a page where you will find all the commands you have to use for installing Kubectl on your device. So this is the way you have to go. So first thing is Docker or any container like VirtualBox that you have to install on your device. Then is Kubectl, which you have to install using these steps mentioned over here. So this is the first command you need to fire in your command prompt. Let me just show it to you. Right, so as you can see that I fired this command and installed the installed the latest Kubectl version on my device. Then I downloaded the Kubectl checksum file using the command mentioned over here, like this. Okay, and this is what I got as an output in the command prompt. Then I validated Kubectl binary against the checksum file using this command over here. So as you can see, the same command I have used here also in my command prompt, which is mentioned on this page, and got the validation done. Then as per the instructions mentioned on the page, I need to fire this command in my PowerShell, and that's what I did. Okay, I fired it in my PowerShell, but I can't show you that because mistakenly I closed that terminal of PowerShell, so I won't be able to show you this command, but this is the one which you have to fire in PowerShell. Okay, so what you will get, you'll get a boolean value, either true or false. If you will get false, it means that you haven't set up the Kubectl properly, but if you'll get true, it means that Kubectl has been installed properly by the commands you have fired in the command prompt on your device. Okay, so once it is done, you can declare the path of Kubectl in your environment variable. Now how you will find the path of Kubectl? So let me just help you with that. So in command prompt, if you will fire this command where Kubectl, let me check where I had fired the command. Okay, I am not able to see it over here. Let me just show it to you. So you need to open command prompt after installing Kubectl, and if you will type here where Kubectl, so it will give you the path of the folder in which your Kubectl executable file is present. So these are the two folders, right? These are the two destination folders in which the commands have installed for me the Kubectl facility. So I need to mention both these things in my environment variable. So you need to open the system environment variables, yes, and then here you have to come on environment variables, and in this path you need to just add both the paths like the way I have done. Fine, so this is the first one, this is the second one, and you can add this path over here like this also. Same thing you have to do for this path variable too. Okay, so once you're done with that, just close the windows and you're good to go. Now let's come back on the web page and check out the other commands. So this is the one that you can use for checking the version of your Kubectl. Okay, and then okay, once you are done with installing Kubectl, the next thing you need to install is Minikube. Right. Now, why Minikube is required? Let me show it to you practically, because I didn't know about it earlier. I know about Minikube and everything, but for a new user, if I talk, then why Minikube is required. That's what is really important for all of us to know. So if you are a new user and if you are installing Kubernetes on your device, and once you are done with installing kubectl, if you'll fire this command kubectl get nodes, or you'll try to create some nodes or pods of your own, you will get an error message like this: couldn't get current server API group list. So it means that it's not able to find any server which it can hit and it can get the response from. Fine. Now, what does it mean? It means that it is not able to contact Docker, which is the application we need to use for containerizing our apps and websites or whatever applications we have created. So this kubectl is not able to link is not able to contact Docker installed on this device. That's the reason it is giving us this error. Now, which facility can help Kubectl in contacting the Docker? So it is Minikube. Okay, Minikube is like a server which if you'll install, so it will start, once you'll start it, it will start acting as a server for Minikube, for Kubectl, and through Minikube, Kubectl will be able to contact the container. Okay, the application which is responsible for creating containers or containerizing the application on your device. Now, what are the commands you need to use for installing Minikube? Let me show that to you. So Minikube and Minikube start, you have to click, and it will redirect you to a page where you'll find all the commands that you can use for installing Minikube on your device. Fine. So this is the first command that you have to copy like this, and you need to open PowerShell. Right, as an administrator you can open it, and then you can simply paste the command over here. So once you're through with it, if you will execute the enter button afterwards, what will happen, you'll see some files getting downloaded. Right, some files getting downloaded on your system, and once the file gets downloaded, you need to fire the second command present on the page, which will set the environment variable for Minikube in the for your operating system. Okay, in your operating system's environment. Now, once you are done with doing these two things, as I've done over here, you need to start Minikube, as a facility. So for that, you can open the terminal of your device with administrator access, and you can simply type Minikube start in that. So when you will type Minikube start, what will happen, because it's going to start for the first time on your system. So it will check for the version, it will start the control plane node. Okay, you must be knowing about control plane nodes, right? If I'm not wrong, basically it's an environment, right, in which you can contain, in which you can do containers orchestration. Then it will pull the base image and you'll see all these things in your command prompt. Fine. So what Minikube will do, it will install Kubernetes and it will prepare Kubernetes on Docker. Okay, and that's what you will see over here in your command prompt, in which you will fire Minikube start. Okay, so once Minikube gets started, when you will fire the commands for checking out the various pods and services of Kubernetes on your device, running on your device, so you will not get that server error anymore. What you will get, let me just show that to you practically. So I need to fire some commands over here, like I can use this kubectl get po dash a. So dash a hyphen a is for all. So all the namespaces which are present on Kubernetes right now, which are present in the control panel right now, it will query all the namespaces and it will bring for us the details of all the pods. So as you can see, my Kubernetes is ready, and these are the various pods which are present in this namespace. There is only one namespace by default, which is kube system, which will get automatically created once Kubernetes gets installed on your system. So it's a by default namespace, and these are the various pods which are running currently or in this namespace, right? So this is how you can check for different services. Let me just fire this command also. So it says that Minikube is not recognized. Maybe if I'll close my terminal, I think it will be able to recognize it now. So Minikube, kubectl. Right, so this is what you will see happening in your command prompt. What's the next thing? Minikube dashboard. So let's try this also. Let me just wait for the command to get executed. Okay, now let's check out the Minikube dashboard. So this is how we can start and access the Minikube dashboard. Checking the health status first. So you can see here, it's very simple to install Kubernetes on your device. If you'll try it out, you'll definitely be able to install it properly on your device. And in case you come across any issues while doing the installation, you can contact me on the number which is getting reflected on your screen. And if you are doing any project which involves Kubernetes or something like that, so you can contact me for issues related to that project. So it's going to take a bit of time. Let's wait. Okay, so I think we'll be able to see the dashboard very soon. Firefox is the default browser which I am using on my device, and this is the beautiful dashboard I was talking about. And here are various things that you can use and check the information of the various things you're going to deploy on your Kubernetes environment. I hope you guys liked this lecture. This is it from my side. Thank you very much for joining this tutorial. Bye bye, take care, and have a great day.